Alright, hello and welcome back to Kingdom of God in Victoria II Age of Enlightenment mod. This should be episode 29, unless I just couldn't count the last episode or the episode before, not sure. Where we left off, I was talking about some issues. We tried to do the East India Company because it creates a separate nation, and like I mentioned at the end of episode 28, I'm not going to go for it. We can chalk this up to some flavor because if I remember correctly, the East India Company was a private venture that was sanctioned by the Crown of Great Britain. Their entire motive was to create profit, kind of like Malaya. Malaya. I can't think of the right word. Malaysia and like Singapore. It was mainly to create uh, profit for a private entity. I'm not going to go for it. The East India and India in general didn't really become a British Crown controlled entity, and still, I think, was it 18? It was in the 1800s, I know for sure. I'm not sure exactly what year it was. And the reason was because there was like mounting unrest. I don't think it was because of was it the Sepoy Rebellion, or it was a whole like fiasco with there being rumors of pig being used in the powders that they would do. I think it's like a grease or something. And so the Muslims, when they'd bite it, go against their religion, in a huge rebellion, a lot of civilians and whatnot killed, and the crown basically looked at it and was like, "Oh no, no, we can't have this happen. We can't be losing this." And they took it over from the East India Company. I think they were also like hemorrhaging money. Not too sure about that one. I'm not too sure about anything that I say regarding India during the 18th and 19th century, so don't take my word for it. But I do know that they were definitely a private entity that was sanctioned by the Crown of the UK. And so we can chop it up as, well, we're basically the Pope. India has a lot of Hindus, Muslims, and Buddhists. If we look at the religion, yeah, Hindu. Yeah, they're going to be Hindu. Over here should be Muslim majority, Sunni majority, and there's some Shiites. And so we're going to Protestantize them. We learned our lesson. We learned our lesson from the Castilian and Portuguese ventures into the New World as far as Protestantizing the natives, and we watched the havoc that they brought to the Catholic world, and how I guess 1757 wouldn't really account for it, but they fell to the heretical Protestants in Great Britain, and so we've taken the matter into our own hands, and we will make sure that the Orthodox in the East and the Protestants in the North will never seize power like they did in North America, because this should all be rightful Catholic land, as we have started venturing into. Beautiful. It kind of fits thematically. I don't know what that says about our African holdings. I guess the same thing, right? Protestantize. If we look into Bass Congo, which I think is normally called Lower Congo, Catholicism is growing quite rapidly. I shouldn't say rapidly. It's growing steadily. We're making good progress. This name is about to hit. Also, I need to research. I was looking at research earlier and I didn't choose anything specific. We're gonna abandon metallurgy because I don't think it actually matters too much. This might affect what are they called? Our, where are they? Because we have a lot of plantations. Do we have anything for coal? We should be producing it, correct? If I deselect all and I choose oil, I actually don't care about rubber. I don't see any coal. There it is. Coal and sulfur. Are these? Wait, wait, wait. Okay, okay. We're just looking for. Are these? Okay, these are mines. They may be affected by the technology for these. So I'm probably should be correct on this matter that this probably should apply to the factories. It's just because they're labeled as factories that kind of fucked with me. But no, I guess that makes sense. But we're gonna try and get better rifles and get better military principles in place because of our humiliating loss of much of the Italian lands to the French. Ooh, the Persians want to ally. Persia, how are you doing? You have claims against the. If you go to war with the Ottomans, I'm not joining. Also, we need to get the Holy Land. I'm not sure if there's a decision that gives us anything for it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right. Yeah, there's nothing for it. There's the Latin Empire, which we will be going for at some point. Tunisia, we can make gains on. Try to kick them out of the Ottoman sphere of influence, but they would still be a satellite. All right. This is the other fleet that's going on that should still be getting built. Now, how is this war going? Because I'm seeing a lot of Garha Mendla. I'm going to butcher that because they own one province and the British own the other, but they're getting besieged. If we look at the war, though, it's pretty. Oh, it was the Maratha Empire that actually instigated it to annex Garth. Okay. So we actually want them to win. Also, Afghan is gonna lose to the Sikhs. The Sikhs, right? The Sikh kingdom, yeah. They're pretty much annexing them. Unless they just take up here, which would be dumb. But I'm pretty sure they're actually. Oh, I stand correct. Are they annexing? No. Pastustan. So they're gonna kick them. Yeah. So they're just taking this lower portion down here, which they already have a little bit of, which will border them with the Persians. Yeah. See, there we go. Absolutely hideous, but they have it now. And now they border Persia. I also have to clean this up at some point because the French Louisiane control portions are growing. We should be getting tiny conquest overs and only established protectorate because if it's only established protectorate, I'm not fucking with it. Yeah, that's 15 flushing down the drain. The Cherokee would be the only one that would actually. The Cherokee and the Iroquois would be the only one that deserve that amount of infamy. The Cherokee, because we're talking about most of Tennessee and Kentucky, and a bit of Virginia and North Carolina. Actually, it'd finish up our Alabama, not Georgia, because we would still be missing two provinces. But it'd finish up our Alabama holdings. Yeah, Alabama. Not all of it. We own Mobile. Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. What would help a bit? We'll do social responsibility. No, we'll do profit. Capitalist, yeah. Because I might actually. No, they're not gonna build anything else. How are our currently? Let me. Oh fuck! I don't want to do that. Deselect all. Select all. There we go. How are they currently doing? Oh, do we have like no unemployment? No, we do still have unemployment. There's 40. We should make the cash back almost immediately if the bug is still around. Yeah. We skyrocketed to cash. And I think that was all of them because we didn't go too far down. I'm gonna pick up this army and drop them off in Savona. Now these are only infantry, and so they won't have as much defense as the grenadiers of the Home Guard. But it might be enough to kind of allow it. If not, we'll just have the main ones being the grenadiers. Europe will be rebuilding their man. Is it Asia? Yeah, no, we're pretty much done with armies in Asia. How long could it last? We'll get field rations up. If we actually look at trade, though, I want to see how good we are. Yeah, so the price of small arms is down as far as can be. We produce about 50% of it. We're using about 50 of it. Yeah, so they'll stop producing it, and if we actually look at France, they're not even in the top five, so they should be pretty far down. Ammunition, we're only at 33%. We'll get it a little bit higher because we are needing more. Field rations, France isn't even up there. Yeah, we're making like 80% of it. The price is gonna drop. We're gonna lose a little bit of money, but as soon as France or Great Britain, hopefully, once they knock their production, declares war on us, yeah, that'd be pretty fucked. All right, we have unemployed craftsmen here, so we're gonna actually make ammunition factories here. Cartridge factories are what they're called. There you go. And as far as tools, how are we doing? Because I think tools are the main thing that we're actually exporting, right? No, we're actually exporting mainly grain. Furniture is the top kind of factory production. Yeah, and we're making 57% of it. Uh, Wrought metal tools, though, we're not the biggest producer. Great Britain is, and that's because we've kind of flipped over to making a lot of military goods instead. Tobacco, though, we're not making. We're making a little bit. We're making like, yeah, enough to supply the populace. Wine, We're not making much at all. Yeah, we're not even making enough for the populace. Sugar, we're not gonna be up there. Spices, we might. Yeah, we're second largest producer. Grain, we're up there because yeah, population demands it. Is there anything else? Fish would be worth a lot, but we don't actually produce too much. And it's need for field rations. So we might get fucked on fish and whatnot. But if we look at who's producing the fish, right? It's the United Provinces, then France and Great Britain. So you can still import from United Provinces and Great Britain, and then Bremen and Yonghuang. That's not how you pronounce it for sure. Uh, and we'll be fine because it's not like Hoi 4 where they can blockade you. On that note, I am going to end this. Okay, that's looking good because it is towards the end of our time. Once we come back, we'll still be building up the armies, getting everything ready for our defense against France, and probably also Austria. Because I know forever ago we did completely destroy their military capacity to the point where Hungary's free, right? Like you wouldn't expect it. And oh my, are they still fighting? Uh, okay, yeah, because China's involved. All right, but I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Adios, and join me next time.